So I just recorded a couple of videos and was just about to get up and get some food and saw this astonishing. So there was an alert issued to people's phones in Hawaii at 8:07 a.m. this morning, Saturday the 13th of January 2018. It told them to seek shelter. I don't know what that means. It's a rock in the middle of the Pacific. It told them to seek shelter and warned of an, quote, inbound ballistic missile threat. And it took 37 minutes for another alert to be issued that they weren't about to be turned into nuclear shadows and a volcano of nothingness. And it's incredible. This alert goes out, takes them 37 minutes to notice it's gone out and to fix it. So the alert went out and it said this: ballistic missile threat inbound to Hawaii. Seek immediate shelter. This is not a drill. And a similar message flashed up on local television networks and brought live sports games to a halt. And of course, Hawaii does fall within the range of these ballistic missiles, these ICBMs that Kim Jong-un has been talking about and so on. And now, within 12 minutes, the state's emergency management agency, it's a good thing that they got a bunch of these, tweeted that it was a false alarm, and local politicians confirmed the mistake as well. But it took another 37 minutes for civil defense to send out another phone alert. And so the original one, ballistic missile threat inbound to Hawaii, seek immediate shelter. This is not a drill. And then, after 37 minutes, there is no missile threat or danger to the state of Hawaii. Repeat, false alarm. And that's astonishing. That is astonishing. Unless, of course, you know something about the nature of the state as a whole. Now, of course, people freaked out. They're calling their loved ones. They're saying goodbye. They're hiding in garages. Don't think there are a lot of basements there. And here's the thing. So people, they called, right, wanting more information. And they said, no, it was a mistake because, you see, an employee just pushed the wrong button during a drill. So this is from the Daily Mail. One woman called 911 in panic and said she was told by the operator that the staff were performing a drill when, quote, someone pushed the wrong buttons. Wrong button. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if somebody had decided to respond to this? If the military of the United States had decided to respond to this in some manner? This is an unbelievable event in terms of its magnitude and its danger. And what, of course the government is incompetent. And of course the people who you want to run your immigration policy, the people who you want to run your race relations and gender relations, race relations and gender relations, a big giant government program at the moment, as is immigration. The people who you want to run your welfare state, the people who you want to run your foreign aid and your foreign policy, and the people who you want to educate your children are these same people, you understand, the same people who put out this alert, endangering people enormously. It takes them almost 40 minutes to put out a correction. And then they say, well, hey, someone just pushed the wrong button. Like there's one button. It's not even so much how incompetent they are, it's how stupid they think we are. Oh yeah, no, we have this big giant alert that warns of the death of millions and incoming nuclear weaponry possibly and could spark a massive war, but, there's two buttons next to each other. One is don't send and the other one is send, and, I guess someone hadn't had their coffee to send the wrong, how do they think that this is even remotely plausible? Do they not have any fail-safes of any kind? I mean, good Lord, to get into where Terminator 2's arm was stored, you had to go through 16 different security things and two people had to do simultaneous keys. And you'd think that a declaration of war might have just a few extra human fail-safes. So either this was done intentionally or it was done accidentally. If it was done intentionally, who knows? We'll never find out. If it was done accidentally, which I'm sure it was, they have no fail-safes, or they're staffed completely by idiots. And these idiots are in charge of declarations of war and scaring the living pineapple out of people who are sitting there for 40 minutes, basically waiting to say goodbye to this world and all who are in it. And the course of human history changed forever, and a massive volcano where Hawaii used to be, and then retaliation and escalation. And hey, guess we'll finally get that global change through nuclear winter. So I just sort of wanted to point out that when you see these kinds of things, these are not exceptions to the rule. This is basically the rule. This is basically the rule. When you hand powers over to the government starts playing politics with them. The government puts idiots in charge because they want to hire friends and relatives and whoever, I don't even know. But these are the people who are in charge of everything you treasure. Maybe time to reassess just how